Oh, okay, it's done something. Hey folks, David Thomas Tao here at the VinePair office in beautiful New York City. And today I am reviewing Redbreast Missouri Oak. It is a single pot still Irish whiskey with a special twist. It is the second release in Redbreast's American Oak series. So we're gonna dive in and see how it tastes. So this takes their single pot still Irish whiskey that's normally aged in ex-bourbon and sherry barrels, and then ages it for an additional 12 months in barrels made out of Missouri oak from Kelvin Cooperage. Those are virgin barrels, by the way. So the name of the game here is to see the influence that virgin oak has on single pot still Irish whiskey. Oh, okay, it's done something. Wow, okay. Cherry and dark grape, like a black grape. Oh, wow. Baking spice and berries and the darkest grapes you've ever had. Oh my goodness. Cinnamon, allspice, bay leaf. There's like a slight savory kind of bay leaf note here, like something you put in a soup or a stew. The virgin oak, if you were to compare this to like regular 12-year Redbreast, the virgin oak is having an impact. Ooh, lightly creamy on the mouth. The first sip, not quite as punchy as the nose was, not quite as complex. A nice like milky, creamy sweetness, kind of like you made, you ever made caramel out of sweetened condensed milk where you like put the can in a crock pot and you heat it up gradually over hours and hours and you get like caramel from the sweetened condensed milk? That's kind of what the first flavor is on the palate. It's coating, it's viscous. Oh, and then spiced baked fruit on the palate. See, on the nose, I got a lot of tartness. I got cherry, I got some berry, and I got that dark grape. I'm not getting those flavors so much here. I'm getting more like baked apples and pears with the baking spice, you know, a light cinnamon dusting on top. The back of the palate and the mid palate kind of goes back to more caramel sweetness, a little bit of salted caramel, just a touch of salinity. Some people might compare this, and I would actually compare this to some elements of rye spice, but this is a mash bill with ostensibly no rye in it. So it's picking up potentially some of that additional spiciness from the wood, maybe from the additional 12 years in virgin Missouri oak. So the nose I really liked. The palate was pretty good, maybe not as good as the nose. The finish is actually a tick up for me. That baked apple really settles in with some of that milky creaminess, lingering spice, and just enough heat to keep it going for a relatively long finish. Yeah, I gave this 93 points. I really like this. I gotta be honest, I've tried some Redbreast special releases that incorporate additional or different aging techniques, and I haven't loved them all. But this bridges an interesting divide between some classic Redbreast flavors and some classic single pot still Irish whiskey flavors with elements of spice, sweetness, and fruit that American whiskey drinkers might be more familiar with and looking for when it comes to a sipping whiskey. Redbreast single pot still Irish whiskey, Missouri Oak edition. Not the cheapest thing out there, maybe not the easiest to find, but what it did in imparting some additional flavors from virgin oak to single pot still Irish whiskey, really interesting. I look forward to the next in their American Oak series, whenever that is and whatever that is.